Hi, I'm Lisa Miranda. Today we're going to be talking about witch tools, the Wiccan tools of the trade, coming right up. So before I discuss each of the witch tools that I brought with me today, I'd like to just briefly mention the difference, or lack thereof, between the word witch and the word Wicca. Wicca is a nature-based religion. It's a form of spirituality, and the religion itself was compiled from the ancient practices of the pre-Christian peoples in Western Europe. And the word witch is much, much older than the word Wicca. Wicca was compiled by an Englishman named Gerald Gardner just around the time of the Second World War from these ancient practices. Now, a lot of witches call themselves Wiccans, but not everyone does. I happen to. I use the two terms pretty much interchangeably. So I consider myself a witch, and I also consider myself Wiccan. So the first tool I brought with me today is the pentacle or pentagram. Some witches use those terms interchangeably as well. I like to use the word pentacle for the object and pentagram for the shape, which is a 5-pointed star encased in a circle. The symbol represents the 4 elements, earth, water, wind, and fire, topped by the 5th element, which is spirit or energy. That's what we witches raise to power our spells and work with the elements and bring us all that we need in life. So this is just a little metal box with the shape of the pentagram on it. Inside is some salt, which symbolizes earth. It's also very purifying, so before you start any spell or magical working, it's good to sprinkle salt around your workspace. If you're going to trace a circle, then you can certainly sprinkle salt around the circle to keep unwelcome spirits out and unwelcome energies out. So this is one of the tools that witches use. We also wear the pentacle around our necks because it's a very protective symbol as well. It brings us good health and good luck. So that tool is for earth. This is a mini cauldron, which all good witches use and work with. This one's made out of cast iron. Within it is some water that I got from the creek behind me, of course, symbolizing the element of water. So the cauldron is a wonderful witch's tool, and it symbolizes the divine feminine. Water is symbolic too of emotions and love, intuition, and everything related to that. So it's good to have a little cauldron as one of your witch tools. What's interesting about the bell is that it symbolizes air, and some people aren't aware of that the witch tool, one of the tools you can use for air, is the bell. The sound of the bell clears the air, and it also has to do with sound waves, which is one of the reasons that it's an air element tool. Air is things intellectual, communication. Anytime you're speaking or writing, you're working with the air element. And it's good to ring the bell before you start any spell or any magical working or any prayer. So this is a wonderful witch tool to have with you. And then, last but certainly not least, we have a little tea light to symbolize fire. And fire corresponds to your will, the seat of your willpower, and all things to do with passion, energy, drive. If you're taking a leadership position in any field, you're working with the fire element. So a candle, in this case a small tea light, is one of the most important witch tools to have. Anytime you're casting a spell, it's important to light a candle. If you are working with a white candle, that's pretty much the all-purpose color. I happen to have this one in a purple holder because purple is a very spiritual color, but white is like the default color candle to use. So this is a very important tool for witches as well. There are many other tools that witches use. These are just 4 of the most basic that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you found the information within it useful. If you did like it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends. Until next time, blessed be.